Hey there, and welcome. So, if you're anything like me, you absolutely love drizzling sweet, golden honey on your morning toast or stirring it into a warm cup of tea. But have you ever actually stopped to wonder where all that delicious honey comes from? Well, today in this explainer, we're going on a super fun science journey to figure out exactly how this sweet treat is created. Let's dive right in and uncover one of nature's coolest secrets. Now, think about it for a second. Do bees just, fly around, find a giant bowl of sugar and mix it all up? Or maybe they have some kind of tiny magical machine hidden away inside their hive? Well, spoiler alert, nope. They don't use any extra sugar and they definitely don't have little machines. Instead, it's this amazing, completely natural trick. It's almost like a kind of golden alchemy that they do entirely on their own. Chapter 1. Who makes the honey? Okay, so I want you to meet Goodia the bee. She is our totally hardworking, buzzing friend. Every single morning, basically as soon as the sun comes up, Goodia leaves her cozy hive. She flies out into the wide world, buzzing all around, looking for bright, colorful flowers. Red ones, yellow ones, pink ones. She absolutely loves them all. But you've got to wonder, why is she visiting all these beautiful flowers in the first place? All right, it's time for our first checkpoint. Get ready to shout out the answer. What does Goodia the bee actually collect from those flowers? Is it A, leaves, B, nectar, or C, dirt? I'll give you 3 seconds to lock it in. 3, 2, 1. Did you say B? You are absolutely right. The correct answer is nectar. But let's find out what that actually means. Chapter 2. Journey of nectar from flowers. So what exactly is nectar? Well, nectar is basically this sweet, watery juice hiding deep inside the flower. When Goodia lands on a petal, she uses her special long tongue, which, by the way, works almost exactly like a tiny built-in drinking straw or trunk, to just slurp up all this sweet juice. But here is a really crucial secret. That nectar, it's not honey yet. It's just sweet flower juice. Something pretty incredible has to happen next. So where does she put all that juice? She doesn't just swallow it into her regular stomach to digest it. No way. Bees have something way more extraordinary. It's a special pouch called a honey stomach. You can literally think of it like a little internal backpack that's meant only for carrying nectar. And while that nectar is just sitting there in this honey stomach, special enzymes from the bee's body start mixing into it. These enzymes kick off the magical transformation, preparing that watery juice to eventually become thick, sweet honey. Chapter 3. The Hive's Magical Factory. So when Goodia gets back home to the hive, her friends are already waiting to start this amazing teamwork process. Step 1. She literally passes the nectar straight from her honey stomach over to the other worker bees. They chew it for a little bit and pass it along, which actually makes it thicker. Then they carefully place this thick syrup into those tiny 6-sided rooms called hexagons. Now for step 2, the bees stand right over the hexagons and fan their wings super fast to dry it out. And finally, step 3, once it's perfectly thick, they pop a little wax lid on top of the hexagon to seal it tight and keep it safe for a really long time. Okay, here's another quick checkpoint just to see if you were paying close attention to that factory floor. Why do the bees flap their wings while standing over those hexagons in the hive? Is it A, to fly away, B, to dry the nectar, or C, just to play around? 3, 2, 1. If you shouted B, to dry the nectar, you are completely right. Awesome job. Fanning their wings blows away all the extra water, and that's what turns that juice into sticky honey. Chapter 4. Nature's True Helpers. Now, while Goodia and her friends are busy making honey, they're actually doing another huge job completely by accident. This happy accident is a process called pollination. You see, when Goodia visits a flower to drink nectar, this yellow dusty powder called pollen gets stuck all over her fuzzy little legs and body. Then, when she flies over to the very next flower, some of that dusty pollen falls off. Moving the sticky pollen from one flower to another is exactly how plants make new seeds, grow new flowers, and even grow the fruits and vegetables that we eat every day. So bees aren't just making honey, they are literally helping the whole planet grow. To put into perspective just how hard these little helpers work, I want you to think about one small spoon. Did you know that a single honeybee, working her entire life, will only make about 1/12 of a tiny teaspoon of honey? That means to make just one jar of honey sitting in your kitchen right now, thousands upon thousands of bees have to work together, visiting literally millions of flowers. Wow, right? Talk about ultimate teamwork. All right, you've learned so much today. Let's do a lightning-fast super quiz to test your memory. Question 1. What does the bee bring back from the flowers? Is it A, water, B, nectar, or C, leaves? Shout it out. Yep, that's right. The answer is B, nectar, the sweet flower juice. Question 2. While she's flying home with all that sweet juice, where exactly is the nectar stored? A, in her legs, B, in the honey stomach, or C, in her wings? Remember that special backpack? Yes, the answer is B, the honey stomach. You guys are doing fantastic. All right, here comes question 3. Inside the hive factory, why do the worker bees flap their tiny wings so fast? A, to clean the hive, B, to dry the nectar, or C, to sing a song? Say it loud. You got it! It's B, to dry the nectar and turn it into thick honey. And our final super quiz question, question 4. By moving pollen around, who helps the flowers and plants grow? A, the butterfly, B, the bee, or C, both? We spent a lot of time talking about bees today, but butterflies do it too. So the correct answer is C, both. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. You absolutely nailed those facts. So let's just do a really quick recap to see how this whole thing builds together perfectly. First, our friend Gudia collects nectar from bright flowers. Second, she stores it safely away in her special honey stomach. Third, she brings it back to the hive where her friends pass it around to thicken it up. Fourth, they fan their wings over the hexagon rooms to dry out the water. And finally, delicious sweet honey is ready to be sealed with wax. It's just the perfect natural factory. Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. The next time you're spreading sweet honey on your bread or stirring it into your drink, will you remember Gudia and the thousands of hardworking little bees who visited millions of flowers just to make it for you? I really hope you do, because nature's tiny helpers are absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and keep exploring all the incredible science around you. See you next time!